let's go to this one. This is interesting. Brandy had to leave, y'all, but you know what I'm saying, she's gonna enjoy the rest of the day because we doing a different timeline. But it's been a lot of things going on that I've seen recently about this thing called the T app, and let's look at what it's all about.
The
Can we?
T app, T as
The T
in
app.
Terry. Okay.
Tea
All
as
right.
in I'm sipping tea, or
Oh,
the
T
people
app.
that
Got it. Got it.
like
Okay.
or the Real Housewives of Atlanta, they be like, so oh, I got that tea, girl. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
got it. Okay. I'm clear. Got it.
So where women are sipping tea, men are sipping coffee. You know what I'm saying? But coffee is more like, you know what I'm saying,
Gossip.
in the real pill community. Okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying. We kind of gossiping, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying, about
All
how
right.
women are just not being true to themselves or true to the nature
Okay.
towards men. You know what I'm
So
saying? So
now,
anyway,
so now we have like how women say, "Give me the tea," or "What's the tea, girl," or whatever. Now men have something similar when we're like, "What's the coffee," so to speak. I'm sure that's
yeah.
probably not the term, but for me to
No, they want because they women are always saying that they sipping tea. Men are saying, "Well, sip this coffee," because this is the coffee is actually the reality of what you think that you know and that you're not knowing. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's
okay,
what it
so
is.
it's gossiping then.
Yeah, it's gossiping, but it's more about awareness. So if a chick says
Okay,
that, saying that I can't be with a man because it's at a third, and
I
then
got
you see the results of, you know what I'm saying, her decisions and stuff like that, is sipping coffee.
you. Okay, I got you.
Right?
Okay.
Anyway, let's talk about the tea app. Here you go.
Anonymously spilling the tea on men they've dated on a new viral app, which has just been hacked after gaining a huge influx of new users.
Ryan in Newport Beach, here's his review. Dated him for 2 years to find out when he went on his work trip, he was actually going on his honeymoon.
Upon opening tea, users can see photos of local men along with their names. They can leave red flags or green flags, as well as comments, including about negative date experiences or even vouching for them as a friend. The app also lets users run background checks, search for criminal histories, and even reverse image search to check if a man is catfishing.
I just found out the guy I've been seeing has a whole girlfriend. Like, he's in a relationship of 5 years, and I'm not the only other girl he's talking to.
While the company says their mission is to keep women safe, they've also faced backlash from men who say they fear being misrepresented or doxxed on the platform.
I had a female friend of mine go undercover on the T app, and I found that there were some women talking about me. They were clearly just upset. They felt that they got slighted. Is there anything we could do about this? This is defamation. This is entirely untrue.
T promises anonymity to its users, but on Friday morning, it confirmed to NBC News that 72,000 photos were accessed without authorization, including 13,000 account verification photos that were supposed to be kept private. Now it's possible that some of those identifying images are being leaked online. Online spaces for women to talk about men they've dated are not new. You may have heard of the Are We Dating the Same Guy Facebook groups, which have received their own share of controversy and have even faced lawsuits, which were later dismissed. But some on the app are now saying they feel the app is geared more toward gossip than safety concerns, and that can lead to cyberbullying, especially since the women are supposed to be anonymous while the men remain public. As of now, it's still the #1 app on the Apple App Store, and that's because
Okay. Did it stop?
Yeah.
women are anonymous.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. Nigga. They out there wilding in Detroit off of this T app.
Really?
Wilding. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, like 5 women got murdered from this shit. Like, but with the hack that happened, this happened within 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
the app was just going super viral for 2 days, but it started in 2023. You know what I'm saying? But it really got, you know what I'm saying, traction in 2024, and now 2025. You know what I'm saying? People are like, that the hack happened,
Yeah.
and the hack is so crazy. The way it hacked, they have your exact location of where you at. So anybody that was trying to find out who you were and stuff like that, now we know exactly who you are. And you know what I'm saying? And I don't know if I don't know what kind of repercussions gonna happen from that.
Yeah, this is just one of those another example of fuck, man. This is just another example. I had to pause and say that, man, because it just seems like there's no end, no longer any end to or block to what personal privacy is. You know what I'm saying? Like the lines have just become so blurred. It's just horrible, and the fact that it's only going to get worse to me It's just, I think we just gonna get to a point soon, man, where none of us are gonna have any type of privacy, and whether you opt into it or not, is not gonna matter. None of us are gonna have privacy. This type of thing, though, for me, I'm wondering the demographic that's using it. You know what I mean? Like,
I
is
think it's
this just a
majority
Gen?
blacks, but I could be wrong.
No, no, no.
Oh,
Let me be more specific. I mean, in terms of age, like, is
mm.
this just a like who's the main users of this app? Is it Gen Z people? Because the reason why I say that is because I think, and I could be wrong, but I think by and large that is the generation that they've come to accept that your entire life is
Yeah,
should unfold in social media and on these apps, and the fact that people know what you're doing, where you are, without you having a relationship with them, is okay, right? Because our generation, Gen Xers, this is the type of shit that it's like, nah, I'm good. Like, even now, for me, um, I, we come from an
yeah, you're
era.
right, bro. I'm sorry, I mean to cut you up, but it's
Yeah,
popular amongst the Gen Z
yeah, yeah,
women.
yeah. I knew it because listen, we come from an era and from a place where you move in silence, right?
Right,
Like, you
right.
just, and I don't care if you a person that you are you're fully an upstanding citizen, you don't indulge in any illegal activity, or you somebody that's fully in the streets. Our generation, based on where we come from, and our generation and where we come from, East New York, Brooklyn, New York City, Kings County, born in the 70s, raised in the 80s and early 90s,
Uh,
we move in absolute science. I mean, in silence. We do
right.
not, under any circumstances, let people know where you are, where you going, what you're
Mm-hmm.
doing. That shit
Right.
is privileged information. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Tucking your
only
chain,
the
bro.
people,
Tucking your chain, yeah.
yeah, only the trusted people know about those things. And you don't
Right.
put that shit out on social media. And when you do, you exercise a great deal of discretion.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea now that people can use an app to share information about a guy that they're dating so that other people can know, or other women, no, just, hey, let's just speak generally, because we just don't gender fluidity thing. People can know who else is dating that guy. That shit is
Mm-hmm.
absolutely crazy to me, man.
Yeah.
And it just further evidences to me that we're getting more and more into the fringes of people not having any privacy at all. You know what I mean? So
I
yeah,
mean, but
that's
it was grandfathered like that. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing that I learned in the academy is that people don't know what you're thinking. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like
yeah,
police don't know what you're thinking when they're approaching you in the
right,
vehicles and things like that. You know what I'm saying? That I mean,
mm,
that's why it's inside. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So
yeah,
like MySpace and different platforms, Facebook and everything like that. They always say, "Tell me how you feel. Tell me what you're thinking," because again, all this database. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
From
yeah,
and creating this demographic. You know what I mean? And statistics as to who these people are. Okay, well, tell me where your location at. I never had that location shit on my Instagram. So
yeah,
where,
yeah,
where,
yeah, yeah,
for
yeah,
what? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I don't like
yeah,
the. It's bad enough the phones are definitely tracking devices. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But I want to further on the tracking devices dynamic of it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
you're
yeah,
submitting anything and stuff like that is going to this cloud that they know exactly where you are. They know
yeah,
exactly what you're doing. They know exactly your thought pattern. They definitely know what algorithm that you're really into, and they
yeah.
continue to to push that information. You know what I'm saying? So you could constantly be locked in for the viewership. But with this T app, it also shows how many women are choosing the same type of guys. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
So
okay,
it's like like you are attracted to this particular type of aesthetic, and he's manipulating that dynamic for you to do that. And
yeah,
sometimes when these women are getting with these guys with the T app now, are exposing if these dudes are down low brothers or
yeah,
things like that. But it also could be a fucking lie.
yeah, yeah. No, that's true. That's true. I didn't think about that though. Like, that's a good point. So they're collecting what would be deemed psychographics, which psychographics is the study of people's behaviors based on their lifestyle, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that makes sense. The problem that I have though is for those women, particularly when the circumstances are the dude is dating another woman outside of his marriage or his main relationship.
Yeah.
um I don't know that that is a clear indicator of continuous behavior, right? Because
What do you mean? Break
listen,
it down. Can you be more specific? What you said,
yeah,
bro?
yeah, 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 I will. So a dude is in a relationship with a woman, right?
Uh-huh.
He's been married. Let's just say he's married, right? He's been
Right.
married for 10 years, and then I don't know, as a result of something that happened or somewhere along the line, he's become the dude that cheats, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he steps out. Obviously, the wife doesn't know, right?
Mm-hmm.
She thinks everything is good at home.
Mm-hmm.
He, on the other hand, he feels like he needs something out of the relationship that he can only get from another woman. So he goes out, he skips out and does this shit with some woman that he finds a side piece. And he's doing it for several months until he gets caught,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then when he gets caught, the wife finds out, and then they work through their issues, and the wife decides, in her graciousness, she decides, all right, I'm gonna take him back, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's so grateful that she takes him back that he doesn't do it again,
Right.
right? That is not, that in and of itself is not a pattern of repeat behavior, right? So any of that information that's captured on the app, to your point, is false, right? So any other women that might say, all right, well, dude is categorized in this bucket now as a dude that cheats. Yeah, he did it, but he wouldn't be a repeated cheater because he's not doing it over and over and over again. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So the data in that could be a bit skewed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I mean, if that's what we're talking about in terms of how the metrics is being gleaned, if you will, and the narrative that it's telling. The only thing for me though is that listen, if the app is to be used to help people find out uh that that their partner in their relationship is not being faithful, I'm all for that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I don't think anybody in a relationship, be it a man or a woman, if they're committed to the relationship, the same commitment they're putting into it, they should be receiving that back from the spouse or from the
Right.
partner,
Right.
right? Particularly if the terms of the relationship is that we're going to be monogamous and it's just going to be us two, right?
Right.
If one person is putting in 100%, the other person should be putting in 100%, unless there's some terms that they agree upon that it dictates otherwise. Um, so when in an app working that way to say, all right, well, the dude said that he's this way to his lady, but he's doing something else and he's violating the terms of a monogamous relationship, then I'm cool with that app, the dude being outed or the woman being outed.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm not cool with is just a bunch of women just getting on there and saying, um, you know, fucking Tyrone is fucking all of these
Because you
women.
know Tyrone is on there.
Yeah, yeah, because Tyrone's on it. Because Tyrone is fucking
And
all of these
Kevin.
women,
Right.
and he has a lady at home, right?
Right.
I mean, I'm not for that, man. I think some things should just be private and held private. I don't think Tyrone's business needs to be out there because we don't know what Tyrone has going on in his life, and we don't know what the terms of the relationships are that he has. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Right. And it's like, when those situations, Tyrone could be like going through a transition and like, what I'm saying, he's leaving one chick and he's transitioning his life to another chick, and it's complicated.
yeah.
And,
Mm-hmm.
or Tyrone just could be a polygamous type of dude, and he has multiple women. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And
Yeah.
that's his business. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And it could be
Exactly.
scorn women. You know what I mean? That really wanted more out of Tyrone, but Tyrone was smart
Exactly.
enough to get out of that
That's what I was
situation.
gonna say.
And
That's what I
then
was gonna say.
now you make a Tyrone at this monster when that person like Becky was the monster. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Or Yolanda was the monster. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right. That's right.
but,
Tyrone could have been completely forthright when he goes in a relationship, even with his wife. Listen, I love you. You're my, this is where home is, but
right.
I have no intentions of being just monogamous. Like it's just not going to happen. So if you're okay with that, I'm okay with that. We could get married and I'll make this my home base and I'm going to take care of you and I'm going to do everything that I need to do. But I'm also tell you that I'm going to be in other relationships with other women. And I
Right.
promise you
That's fair.
that I'm going to deal with those relationships accordingly. And I'm never going to bring
And
anything back home.
Right,
Yep.
exactly.
I'm never going to put your health in jeopardy, but you are not going to be the only one. And then he has five different women and he goes to each woman with that message. And one of them is okay with it at first, but then a year later she can't take it and she feels slighted and
And
then
that's
she
just
becomes
bashing her.
vindictive. You know what I mean? And online and all
Bashing
that.
her.
That's not
Exactly.
fair. And
It's
the
not
same
fair.
for women too. Like this is not just a man thing. It could be a woman who has the same position and she has 5 different dudes. And she told each one of them, listen, I am not a monogamous person.
Right.
When we're together, it's just you and I, but I am going to be in other relationships. You know what I
Right.
mean? And the dude
Well,
goes on and bashes her, you know? So,
well, they have 2 apps that's for men to
yeah.
find out if females are actually doing wrong or out in the street, out in the city as they call it. You know what I'm saying? They got one that's called Cheeky, which is actively right now promoting as a male version, and then they got T Born, that got shut down because it caused a lot of controversy and everything like that. But yeah,
Okay.
it was out there, but I don't know if it got attacked. But anybody that has been on the T app since 2023 to 2024, you are compromised. We still don't know about the 2025 people that's trying to get out there because they got your whole government out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they got exactly, and they made a map of all the people that's using it, and they got the bings of all your locations. So that is very scary for y'all, and because y'all wanted to be messy or y'all just wanted to know, and like with the women trying to find out or trying to know if a guy's like that. I mean, yeah, you have the right to know, and hopefully y'all can have that bandwidth of a conversation so you can know the truth, even if a cheater or a down low brother, whatever like that, or you know what I'm saying, or but make sure you tell them that you're a poly too, because you know both parties, both sexes are exhibiting these type of elements of being down low. You know what I'm saying? Or being, or having multiple options. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, just have that conversation. Don't put that shit out in the street, man. You know what I mean? Ashley Madison had motherfuckers offering himself off because it was hacked. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Listen, the right to know should very much be an individual effort and process of disclosure. It doesn't need to be a group thing for everybody to have access to. That's a straight violation of privacy, which is the reason why that other app that you spoke about probably, you know, facing backlash and is no longer operational. It's just
because you know women don't want to be accountable on shit. You know what I'm saying? And be exposed as a cheater or something like that. Oh, I was a good person too. Now you were cheating too.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just have that true conversation. You know what I'm saying? What an app that should be out there, you know what I'm saying? I might edit this right here, but an app that should be out there is fucking like whether a man used to be a man or used to be a woman, or a woman that used to be a man. You know what I'm saying? Like seriously, that's the app. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Find that out. You know what I mean? Because people get, oh my god, I never knew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they're getting so good. If it's not, if they're not going to place it on the ID, because I think they need to be a bill that you have to let people know
you got to disclose your birth gender.
Why you want to see my updated face?
Well, it is. But isn't there something on your driver's license that says gender? I don't have mine on me right now.
If you it says male or female.
Oh,
but if you identify as a male or female, whatever like that, it doesn't say previously male.
It doesn't say birth gender.
Yeah, birth gender, male, female. Have that. You know what I'm saying? On that ID. Have it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. What's
You
your
should
birth?
not be hiding who you were.